Hi, so today we're going to actually do something a little bit different. I have my friend here, Adrian Orr, met him at Oral Roberts University. He's in town visiting, just flew from the airport. My brother Aaron is here, and they were just inside discussing, just talking, and both speaking about their path towards sexual purity, what God has delivered them from. And I really begin to think that this could really be a pivotal moment for so many men and women that are struggling perversion. So we're going to actually allow them to actually talk about the path that God has brought them towards, how they're maintaining deliverance, how they're maintaining wholeness in their life. There are so many men that I know that God is wanting to transform and raise them up in these last days to come into their rightful authority in Christ. And so we believe that God is going to be using forerunners. And I do believe that Aaron and Adrian are forerunners that will cause other men to see their souls within theirs and be set free. So we'll go ahead and begin. And I will let Adrian, you guys know Aaron. Aaron is the group leader overseas. And there's Adrian. So I'll let you guys go ahead and begin. Adrian, just begin for people who are not familiar. Just be really open and just share your testimony. Like how did perverseness, or how did you get into that?
Oh man, that's a great question. You know what? I have to share. When I was a child, I think maybe when I was 10, maybe 12 years old, I came across some pornographic magazines in my grandfather's home. And obviously, like as any child, who finds pornography, there's shame, in it, but then there's also excitement about it because you're seeing something that you've never seen before. And as men, we know that the female body is an attractive, thing. I believe, when you think about Adam, when he saw Eve for the first time, I believe that he was astounded at the creation of who she is. But again, but seeing the naked body in a way that should not, or before its time, the word God talks about in the Song of Solomon that you should not awaken love before its time. I believe that it's actually talking about erotic love, and because that erotic love is awakened before its time, it brings in all types of things before the season, and it turns into perversity where it can destroy you. I was talking earlier, and I was saying, the word of God talks about how all sin is outside the body. But when a man sins sexually, he sins against his own body. And it's not just the physical body that it's talking about, but it's talking about the whole body. It's talking about the spirit, the mind, the body, and so on and so forth. And it could even affect your family. Mm-hmm. And so I grew up, with that. I actually, and I have to, testify, I didn't learn how to masturbate until I was 23 years old. It was kind of funny. My parents, when I was a child, they would say to me all the time, jokingly, "Son, are you in the bathroom playing with yourself?" I never knew what that meant until I was, in my 20s. And so I learned how to masturbate when I was 23 years old. Now, when I was 23 years old, I was going to Oral Roberts University. Not that I, did anything else or to say whatsoever, but I'll never forget that as I was at Oral Roberts University, I actually had my first sexual experience. And I know that's, that's kind of, you're going to Oral Roberts University. Why would you? Nevertheless, to make a long story short, I had, one of my first sexual experiences there when I was in college, and I actually met my girlfriend there and actually had sex with my girlfriend on and off the campus. And so, and I'm not saying that, to put myself on blast or anybody on blast, but, to help with the idea of, what it's like to be sexually pure. It's very important for us to understand that no matter where you are, the enemy will try to attack you no matter where you are. And so, going into perverseness, what ends up happening is that as you're dealing with the sexual impurities and you're dealing with the enemy coming against you, and I have to admit, first, when I was 5 years old, I was actually molested by my cousin. Mm. And so, and even to this day, I still remember that. As a matter of fact, I just came home from a family reunion, and I'm able to greet and to love on my cousin in spite of what I know was happening in my past, and I thank God for the deliverance in that. And so, again, now going back, to college, having sex with my girlfriend on and off campus, a lot of people don't understand that one of the biggest reasons, and this is according to Miles Monroe, Miles Monroe said that one of the main reasons that God really desires for you to be a virgin when you're married is so that way that you don't have the memories. I have to admit that even to this day, I still struggle with the memories when my wife doesn't touch me or kiss me the way. And I try to help young people understand this. You become conditioned And you know what conditioner is? Conditioner is like when you put conditioner in your hair, the conditioner whatsoever fixes your hair in a way where it's softer and it's, you understand what I'm saying? And so now here's one of the crazy things that happens is that if a young woman has a man touch her in a certain way, well, unfortunately, the next man that she's with will not touch her the same way that the last man did. So now she has the memories of the disappointment or satisfaction of being touched by another man and not being fulfilled and touched by the person who could or could not be her husband. So it's a very sad situation that we don't understand that our bodies are being attacked because of the sexual immorality that has happened in our life. And so, just a little bit more about my story and everything like that. As I've been now married, thank God I've been married now almost 12 years. I have an incredible, gorgeous, fabulous wife. She's an incredible mother to my children. I believe without a doubt in my mind that God allowed me to go to Idaho to find this woman, and I'm just very grateful. But unfortunately, both of us have sexual past. And those sexual pasts have honestly hurt our marriage in a way where God is saying, okay, I want to heal this. But unless we know, and it's so funny, and unless we know what is attacking us, and unless we know where the enemy, the Bible uses an illustration where the Bible says if we knew when the thief was coming, we would stay up all night, to defend our home. And so now whatsoever, but we don't know that the thief is coming. So now we've got the word of God says that the thief comes to what? To steal, kill, and destroy. But we don't know that the enemy is stealing from us. And so after he stole so much from us, now what can he do? Now he can start killing, and now he can also then destroy. And so now as me and my wife, had gone through our marriage now here 12 years, one of the things that God has now been dealing with me with as my wife has been away, as we're transitioning to move to Vegas, is that, Adrian, you're going to a place that is known for sexual promiscuity and perverseness and so on and so forth.